I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
No. We'll do it live. F it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
He's from Iowa, Louisiana, not Iowa. Iowa.
Hey, y'all, this is Ryan Monso, and this is the Talking About Them Cougars podcast from GoCoogs.com. Galen Robinson Jr., indoors. Bradley Wade Towns, indoors. And me, I'm Ryan. Star Pizza. Where are you at? What are you doing with your life? Star Pizza, you're going to have happy hour specials all week long. Star Pizza takes care of you, and they're there for you. 3 locations. They'll deliver to downtown, the Houston Heights, the Med Center. Get you some Star Pizza. Brad, Section 12X.
Section 12X, you know where to get your gear? If you're not looking your best, you're not going to play your best. You're not going to feel your best. So gear up, nut up, let's go play. Also be on the lookout. We've got some things coming that I think people are going to really be interested in. And for you not small people out there, if you're not Ryan size, if you don't shop at Baby Gap, got some
I don't think that's a thing anymore.
got some big boy gear coming up. So, anyone that has multiple X's, we got some stuff coming. Go to Section 12X, get ready.
Galen Robinson promised you jackets last night. Galen, do we have jackets?
They are up and available on the site right now, and it's like there's a mystery color. When you get
I
to
have
the site,
seen
man,
the mystery color,
Yes, sir.
and I am going to tell you, not
Hey,
bad.
man, listen.
Please tell me,
just
Galen's
put
gonna
in. What you need, Tom? What you need? Man?
Is it going to be pink? Is it going to be pink
No.
with a bedazzled collar?
No, sir. It's going to be a very adored colorway, and OneSubstantial.com. Use the word CATS, CATS, to get in to access the website, and then go from there.
Cats. That's easy.
Not KATZ, CATS. Cats.
Fair.
Not a deli.
No.
Not a deli.
All right, we're going to bring in Alan Bishop. He's the director of performance for your University of Houston Cougars. There he is. Coach Bishop, how you doing? Okay.
Bish.
I'm liking this so far. This is the part where I'm supposed to understand what's happening, but I don't know what's going on.
Bish,
He
can
was
you hear
fine
us,
just
big
3
dog?
minutes
You can
ago.
hear me. I can't hear anything.
You got better. I can hear him.
We can
Fine.
hear
Yeah,
you.
I can't hear anything you guys are saying. I don't know if it's on my end or your end.
Hold on, wait. He can't hear. Oh, wait.
That's
He can't hear.
that's happened to me before.
Can you see?
Got to back out.
I don't
What
even
is
know
it?
what he's. No, we can't, Galen.
You ugly. He can see. He can see. We just can't hear you, big dog. We just can't hear you, Bish.
Why don't you jump out and come back into that link, and we'll see you in just a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna exit and try to come back in and see if the sound come back on.
That's what we just said, bitch. Yep. Gotta love Allen, man. Gotta love Allen.
Uh-oh. It has been discovered what the secret color is.
Purple.
Which is what?
Nurple.
Purple.
Yeah,
The secret color is
that is gravely inaccurate.
This is that collection starring Galen.
Oh, brother, pounds, son. Not the Zest collection.
Awesome hat coach.
The Zesty 2.5s.
Can we go ahead and show them? They've all gone to the website. Let's show them.
All right, I can hear you now.
Look at these bad boys.
Sheesh.
I think that's more of a reason to go over there.
Yeah.
I think so too, man.
So you get the red jacket, you get the blue. Those are satin jackets they're getting?
Absolutely. Satin varsity jackets.
He's basically giving them away too. Dirt cheap. Go over there to One Substantial and check it out. Now, we have Alan Bishop back. Coach, you can hear us.
I got you. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Awesome. Galen, why don't you start us off?
So, Bish, I gotta ask you.
I'm good, Galen. How you doing, man?
Bish, I know you're good, man. I know you're good. I know you're good. You know what? Let me rewind. Bish, how you doing, man?
I'm great, man. Just
You're great.
living the dream, doing any better. You wouldn't believe it, man.
How's the travel schedule been for you, man?
Oh, man, it is what it is. Just give me somewhere to go every day. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That's a Samsonized answer. That's if I've ever heard one. So, Coach, I got to ask you, what went into you getting to Houston?
Oh, man. So with Houston, at the time I was at Utah State, which my alma mater, played there, had coached at a couple spots. After I got done playing, made my way back to Utah State. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Houston is by far a better job than Utah State. You know, it's better basketball, better league. Everything about it's better. But it's still your alma mater, man. So I mean, it can be really hard to pull you away from a job like that. And actually, Kellen, his strength coach at App State, who's actually now the head strength coach with the Bills, and coach's strength coach at Oklahoma, who's actually now the strength coach up at Texas A&M. I knew both those guys, and when the job came open, you know, heard some kind of rumors rumbling that, you know, the guy who was there was leaving. So actually, I called both of them, and I was like, hey, man, I got to get my chips pushed all in. I really want this job. I want to come work for Coach. You know, to me, it was one of those things I knew I wanted the job. And then when I got on campus and had a chance to talk to Coach and see his vision, I mean, it was a no-brainer. I knew he was going to get this thing rolling. And so at that point, it was all in, just how do we make this work? You know, we came in, Coach had been here 3 years, so I came in on his 4th year. We moved down here. We bought a house within the first 30 days. We were like, hey, we're committed. We're going to be all in.
Yes, sir.
Let's try to be a part of something special.
Yes, sir. So. That's my strength coach, man. That's my strength coach for sure.
Buddy.
All right, so Miss 2.
Let me ask you a question, Galen. He came in while you were a player. You had been with another strength coach, and then Bishop comes in. What was the difference, or what did Bishop bring that you weren't ready for?
I wouldn't even say that it wasn't. If you were ready for Coach Sampson, you're ready for anything. So I wouldn't say that it's what I wasn't ready for. It was more so what I haven't been exposed to. And it's just like, I can, even like till this day, I can go into the weight room, ask Bish, like, okay, what does this do? And there's an explanation for it and how it's beneficial and how it affects your on-court performance. And I'll never forget, like, I may or may not have told him this, but whenever we did our first summer session, I had put on some bad weight, and Bish got up. I mean, granted, it still looked good, but Bitch got it off me, and I think I had lost like it was either 10 or 11 pounds. I got down to 182, and I was playing at like 192, 193, 194. That was like my playing weight, and but it was a lot of bad weight on me. But when Bitch got there, he all that got trimmed off, and we were able to organically build muscle. And I'll never forget that. It was one of our first sessions that we had. We were lifting like I forget what exercise we were doing, but it was like 2.5 pounds on each hand, and it felt so heavy. And I was like, "Bitch, we were all like, bitch, why does shit feel so heavy?" He was like, "Well, those muscles are underdeveloped." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, that makes sense." And it's just like from that point on, I was like, "Man, this dude knows his stuff."
And Alan, what was
I
it?
learned that for the first time that morning on YouTube, so I'm glad it stuck with me.
It's pretty good.
That's what I'm
that's job
saying.
security.
Yeah, hey, exactly. You fooled me.
No, I'm messing with you, man. No, I know exactly what you're talking about, man. You're talking about the
I
Y
know
rays
you,
at
bitch. I
trap
know
3.
you know. I know you know.
Yeah, man.
What's it called?
So when you look at the trap, top of the shoulders on the back, you have your trap 1 up top, the trap 2's in the middle, the bottom is trap 3. The trap 3 is typically the most underdeveloped relative to the strongest part of the trap. I mean, because you can shrug hundreds and hundreds of pounds, but if you pull scap down and back and raise it up using that lower trap, you might not be able to get 5 pounds, 5 pounds in your hand up over your ear, but you can with 2.5. And it's just because there's not a lot of range of motion to it. It's underdeveloped, but it's really critical for stabilization. And you got to remember the body is very inhibitory by nature. So like, let's think of something we can think about more like a bench press. If your pecs are really, really strong, but your triceps are really, really weak, your brain's not going to allow your fibers in your nervous system to keep driving strength to build more and more pec strength, because then you're going to tear a tricep. So that's when plateaus hit. And so, I mean, once you just kind of start learning some of the, I'd say kind of the guiding factors of training, it all just gets really, really easy. And it's really easy to never plateau again when you just kind of work in principles. That was that trap 3. Yeah.
Hey.
But Galen was always inquisitive. Galen always wanted to know why we were doing something. Not because he didn't want to do it, but if he knew the why behind it, he would do. I'm sure there'd be even more intent into what he was doing. So, it's fine. Yeah, ask him about anything, man. I'm not making too much stuff up.
Hey, we just got a deep dive into why he got the Houston job. We're listening to a master at work, man. Hey, bitch, I ain't gonna lie. I'll never get tired of hearing your expertise about what you do, man. It's like, man, it's truly a beauty.
Just don't
Which
ever
leads
fact
me.
check me.
Well, I'm going to hang on, Galen. I want to ask, coming into a program that was established, but y'all were going to TSU right when you came in, right?
Yeah.
So you were kind of in a weird spot. You were training and doing things here and then running across town. What was it like for you coming into this situation? Was it intimidating? Were you ready to go?
I don't think intimidating is the right word. I mean, I think you always, when you're in athletics, you just got to trust your work, and I think that applies to athletes. It applies to coaches. You always got to bet on yourself, always believe in what you're doing and just try to add value wherever you can. So, I mean, I really believed I could do that. That part wasn't intimidating. I was more excited. I mean, I just thought we had such an amazing potential opportunity, once I really got here and started interacting with the staff, and I was like, yeah, we got the right people on the bus, we got the right people in the right seats, we got the right head coach, the players we're bringing in, we got great dudes, work hard, bought in, tough-nosed guys. I mean, it wasn't intimidating, man. It was exciting. I knew that we had something that we could do that was really, really special. And I'm just, happy to be a small little piece of the puzzle, somewhere in the corner, a little small piece, but still a piece of the puzzle. And I'm really happy to be a part of it,
How does the I guess the relationship with coach, does he ask you, or is it just you have free reign of, y'all know each other so well that you have free reign to do what you need to do to get the guys where they need to be?
I think the thing about Coach is, he challenges us. It's one of the favorite things I've ever heard him say. His expectation is that every one of his staff members is first team all conference in their job. So to me, I love that challenge. It's, there's a lot of subjectivity to that. No one's really going to be able to objectively rank the league, 1 through 16. But when it's all said and done, when you're talking about strength coaches or, nutrition or assisting, that's pretty subjective. But I like that challenge. I like to try to do what other people are going to have to copy because we figured something out in a way to do it in a way that, our process is really dialed in, our effort, our consistency. So, in terms of Coach, he's not going to micromanage. He's going to want it to look a certain way. He's going to want to see that it's well thought out, it's organized. Guys are working really hard. We're coaching, we're correcting. That applies to me too. It's not like you just put weight on the bar and say, hey, give it your best effort. I'm teaching.
Right.
So much of the weight room is if you get really technically proficient at what you're doing, well, now you can progressively overload it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a big part of it is, as long as Coach sees what he wants his program to look like, he's going to give me a lot of autonomy and a lot of ability to, really take ownership in my space.
Right.
Okay, Galen, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, I didn't know, well, granted, I knew I was playing for a Hall of Fame coach, but I didn't know the magnitude of what that meant. You know what I mean? And it's just same thing with Bishop. It's I knew I was with a great strength coach, but I didn't know how he was perceived in the strength coach world. And it's just there's been tons of time and many times in my professional life, my professional athlete life, to where the strength coaches that I've had, they were like, "Oh man, Alan Bishop was your coach?" And I was like, "Yeah, Bishop ain't shit. It's just Bishop." And it's just you know what I mean? But it's the respect that he has in this part of the game around the country, it's just there's a ton of work that goes into that, and it's just so Bish, what I wanted to ask you is, how has the success of the program, I don't know if forced you to grow is the right word, but how has it aided your growth or pushed you to grow, so to speak?
Well, I'll tell you this, man. I'm a huge proponent of continuing education. I get out and do a lot of seminars. I do think one of the things about me that maybe a lot of people don't know, but I kind of fell into the speaker circuit. All of a sudden I presented once and then a few other people asked me to present and, it just kind of snowballed. So there's probably a reason a lot of strength coaches may have interacted with me or heard me, speak somewhere. And that's just because, I'll speak at some of the seminars and conferences and things like that. But I'm a huge proponent of continuing education. So for me, it's nutrition seminars, it's soft tissue, work, whether it be, fascial abrasion type things, active release techniques. So this summer I'm going to be down for, I think, 10 days in Florida doing some different body comp and, sport performance seminars. So, I'm just always trying to, take in new information. And to me, I'd rather go to an education event where there's not too many like them. But I'd rather go to an event where there's one person presenting for 3 days on one topic. Let's really, really deep dive into something that we can become an expert at versus listening to 15 people talk for an hour, and you never really get a really deep dive into what it is. You just kind of skim the surface. So that's what I'll be doing this summer is, I think, in those 10 days, there's going to be 6 days of instruction and there's going to be a couple days of training, a couple site visits. it's just always trying to find little ways to tweak and add something to what you're already doing. How do you make it just a little bit better?
Mhm.
So,
Brad, you have a question kind of in that realm.
Yeah. Well, I have one of the things that I think that stands out the most about U of H teams and Samson teams is that the way that they play and the intensity and the ability to go beyond what other people are willing to do. Is that something that you train for, or that you're specifically training to target, or is that a natural byproduct of the way you train?
so the way I look at it, and everybody looks at it a little bit different, but having played, high level, I was never a pro, but played Division I athletics. There is nothing that's going to get you ready for that first game. My job is to get you ready for practice. And if you can have productive practices earlier, then we'll get into game shape faster. But there's no running around on baseball fields or running up and down ramps or anything like that that's just going to have you ready to go play 40 minutes in a game. But what we can do is we can, saturate certain attributes, acceleration, lactic threshold training, aerobic capacities, strength, power. I mean, we can build those certain capacities. But I've heard a lot of people probably give way too much credit to what we do in the weight room or the off season with how good a shape we are. I just get them ready for coach. I get them ready for practice. And then coach, I mean, Galen can attest to it, man. Those practices, they're battles. I mean, they are wars. And so as long as I can get them in a position that they can have more successful workouts, more successful practices, then the actual basketball component, the basketball side, the team element really kicks in. And I think that's where it's the process of it. So I understand the question.
Right.
I don't know that I can quantify it for you, but I do know what coach's first practice is going to look like. And so I know kind of what we're shooting for, of what in shape for that practice will look like. And then, we just start stacking really good days after that.
Man,
No, that makes
first-
that makes total sense. That really, okay. That really does explain it to me then.
Now, that being said, I've seen Galen Robinson with 500 pounds, in his hands on a trap bar deadlift. So good luck boxing that out.
Nah, man, that first practice, it is I immediately went back so many years ago, and it's like that first practice, I was like, man, what did I get myself into? What did I get myself into, man? It's just the intensity that's demanded of you, man, is unmatched.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll say this too. I've been around a lot of programs because as a strength coach, you work with so many teams, especially at smaller schools. And there's probably nothing more frustrating than a coach who had, I mean, because not all head coaches obviously end up being good. Some people take their shot, just doesn't work out. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're around coaches and they're complaining like, oh, they're not in shape, they're not this, they're not that. And it's like, bro, have you seen your practices? We just stood around for 90 minutes and went home. Like, of course they're not in shape. So I will say,
It's a correlation.
There's a huge correlation that it just, as long as you practice really, really hard and you learn how to compete and you do those things, that game's going to be a whole lot easier than if not. So, again, everyone's seen little glimpses and pieces of what practice looks like at UH. So we just got to get them ready for the first one.
To follow up on your comments about all the sports you've worked with, this is a question. Are you giving tips to our women's tennis program? They're another program on the rise.
Man, so I am. I'm working with tennis this year, man. I love it. It's awesome. It's the circumstances behind it, maybe not best circumstances in the world, but you guys know, with Kurt's health issues this year, there was some, we'll say, duties got shuffled around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Football moved into their new ops building. everyone kind of had to step up a little bit on the football side to have a few more duties they were covering. And in the past, it had been one of those grad assistants or one of those, professional interns that was working football and was also working some of the other teams, like a golf or a tennis. So they just said, hey, can you help out this year with this? So I went and talked to Coach about it and said, hey, this is something we should do. Like, everyone's always super helpful with us running on the baseball fields, running on the track. Football lets us use the indoor. I mean, everyone, we're always helping each other out around here. And now tennis, they need some help. They need someone to work with them. So the tennis coach, Kat, I love working with her. She's got a real hard-charging personality. She's super demanding. She was a great athlete herself. She knows what it takes to win. She won at Grand Canyon. I mean, she's a winner. So it's been working really, really well. My assistant, Eric, is technically their head strength coach, and I'm his assistant when tennis is rolling. But if you get me in a room with a whistle around my neck, I apologize to him often because I just start taking things over. But technically, Eric is the head tennis strength coach, and I'm his assistant. So, yeah, we've been having fun with them, man. Those girls work their butts off.
Nice. Galen.
So you're at a high level program. You deal with a lot of guys who come from being the guy. Tough to manage a group of guys like that. And I just want to ask you, how do you manage dealing with personalities?
Well, believe it or not, Galen, I was a personality back in my day, man.
Brother, I believe it. I believe it.
I'll tell you a story, man. We had a new grad assistant come in when I was a player, and they put him in charge of body weights because he had to learn all 105 people's names. And so, I step on the scale, look down at the weight, probably pushing about 290 at that point. I step off, and he looks at me, and he says, hey, remind me, what's your name again? And I looked at him and I said, I'm your starting D tackle, dog. Learn my name. And I walked off. And the thing is, I wasn't even trying to be a jerk. I was just trying to mess with him because I knew he was going to just crap down his leg, having to go tell the head strength coach, I don't know who these people are, right? So, I mean, I was a little bit, I like to have fun back in my day too, man. But dealing with personalities, I just think when it's all said and done, we bring in the right guys because that looks a little different everywhere. But we bring in high character dudes, guys that want to work. They choose to be a part of this, right? They could have gone anywhere. They choose to come here and be a part of this. So I think you got to look at it a few different ways. One, just don't ever waste anybody's time. Just if we're doing something, it's got to be for a reason. Now, you may not always appreciate the reason the same way I do, but it's got to be for a reason. No one's ever going to believe it as much as I do, so I've got to be all in all the time with it. You can't BS a BSer, so I'm not going to try. I'm just going to say, hey, here's what we got. Here's why we're doing it. One of my biggest mentor was an NFL guy, and to him everything is, hey, these are pros. Time is money. So even if they're college dudes, just time is money. Get in, do the work, and get out. So to me, I don't try to look at it that way, where how quickly can we get them in and out, but we want to be efficient. We're going to get in, we're going to get the work done. There's a reason for why we're doing what we're doing. Again, I don't have an ego about it. If you want to know why we're doing something, just ask. I mean, I'm really into this stuff, so I'd love to talk about it with you.
You explain it like you are.
Let's say
why I ask.
But I mean, dealing with personalities, the other thing too is, sometimes it's just, all right, well, what's important to you? Just what is really, really important to you, and then let's find a way to get there together. And sometimes it may be something, or like we don't have defiant guys. We don't have abrasive guys. We do not have those personalities. But if I'm going to challenge you to do so, like let's say gain weight, Kingston, Milos, guys that have had to gain weight, sometimes it's just as simple as pulling the last 5 draft classes and saying the guys that are at your height, here's the average weight. Now, I'm not saying you're them, and I'm not saying that you have to try to be like everybody else, but if success leaves
There's a
clues, here's the correlation.
mhm.
You know, it could be something as simple as that. But I think just trying to find reasons to explain to guys why we're asking them to do what they do. And then the other part is you're not going to beg anybody either. I mean, there's standards, there's accountability, so just being consistent with that, and usually it works itself out pretty well.
It's almost like your strength coach might have your best interest. It's kind of interesting how that works, huh, Bish? It's like, damn, this guy, if he performs well, it helps me, you know. But you've been around the program. Excuse me. I'm sorry for saying that. You've been impacting the program for nearly 10 years. And through that 10 years, there's been a lot of high level guys that come to the program, play high level Europe, high level China, high level overseas, and high level in the NBA. So, and a lot of times in the summertime, those guys come back there with you. So, what does it mean to you to know that so many guys who are making hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars, that they are trusting their career, even after they leave, they're trusting their health, well being, their development, their performance on the court with you?
I'll say this, man. I don't want to say it means more, but it definitely means something a little bit different when you come to University of Houston. I mean, you chose to come here, but I'm given to you. Like, I am your strength coach. They came here to play for Coach, right? I mean, they came for Coach Sampson. I'm here to work with them, so they have to work with me. But I mean, Quentin Grimes, any time that he's not with the team in the offseason, he's down here with us. And so it means something a little bit different when guys choose, and I'll never take it personal if somebody's like, hey, it doesn't fit the schedule when you got the times open because I want to train when the guys are training, or, hey, I'm going to stay home in Austin, train up there instead of, I mean, that stuff's fine.
Cool.
I mean, I'm never going to take that stuff personal. But it is one of the recruiting pitches we have, man. When you come to Houston, this is yours forever. So, Galen, you were talking about it. How many guys all offseason are using, John Houston and his facility for sports med? How many guys do we have in a weight room working with me? How many guys are floating around the second floor, getting some hydration, getting some nutrition? Guys are on the courts getting their shots up. And that is one of those unique things. I mean, not to knock anywhere else in the country, but, there's certain flyover states that people in the offseason don't move to. But everybody's in Houston. I mean, there's some really, really high-level run happening here, year-round.
Literally. Yeah.
Right? So this is one of those places, if you come play here, you're one of us for life, man. You have access to facilities for free. Because that stuff starts adding up when you're a pro. Stuff ain't free no more.
Nah, yeah, for real. But it's like that too, but it's like Deke, him coming back from his injury, and it's just like ACLs, that can, when you're that young, that could have multiple of them that can really change the trajectory of where you think it can go. And it's just like for him to come back, be in a weight room with you, be on the court with Matt and Ryan and all the managers and stuff. It's just like there's a real value in here because you're in like really a make or break position. And I just think that speaks volumes for our program and the guys who we have involved with it. And it's just like, it didn't dawn on me until this past summer where I'm just like, wow, this is like truly like a gift because not a lot of guys have that, this privilege.
No, I love it, man. I'll tell you what, it's I don't know how public it was. I don't call it out, but there was a recent staff turnover on a football side at another university, and that was one of the huge things was the alumni they were so fed up with the other coach because one of the things he did is he shut the weight room off. So some of you guys might know what school I'm talking about. I'm not going to call it out, but they shut it down to their alumni. They got dudes all over the NFL. And you shut the weight room down to your alumni? Like, are you kidding me? So
you would think that'd be an advertisement.
Facts. Literally.
Man. Well, I mean, for us, I mean, it's how many times has, Jamal or somebody come back and they're just like, hey, can I jump in? Yeah, man, jump in. So you guys coming out running with us, getting a lift in. Yeah, man, come do your thing. You're good. We typically set a couple hours up in the middle of the day where, the pros can come through and train. So we have a couple hour block there. But dude, you want to come jump in? Come jump in, man. Love to have you. So, just going back on that, man. Love having the guys come back. Love having them around. Obviously I didn't play at UH, but Galen, this is your program, man. You're the godfather. You're the one who started this thing from what it is now. But for me, it's like I feel like it's my program. I mean, I've been here 9 years. I mean, I feel like an alum myself, man. Like it's my son. I was talking to him, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago, and just kind of asking like, hey man, where do you think you're going to go to school? He's like, oh, I'll probably go to UH. And it makes sense. I mean, that's all he knows. But you just like, oh yeah, I mean, okay. The first time we talk about it,
Why not?
the first thing he says is, hey, I want to be a Cougar. Awesome. All right.
Yeah.
And the other cool thing about UH is there's crazy fan bases everywhere, man. Make no mistake. Every fan base got them. But the thing about Houston that's wild is when people find out that you work with UH basketball, they tell you thank you. Like everywhere else, they're online trying to tell you everything you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
This has been unique, man. They want to dap you up, tell you all about how much they love Houston basketball, and they tell you thank you, man. It's really cool.
They do that to your face, bitch, because you might be 6'5" and 225 and 2% body fat. But one thing I want to say though, bitch, is
hang on. These people are calling out LSU. It wasn't LSU. And that's horrible.
Wasn't LSU. Hey, Bishop, you done dealt with Sam. A normal college tenure, at least now, is 6 years. You've dealt with him more than that. So, brother, you are a Coug. You've earned it the hard way.
I'll tell you this, man. There's a difference between I got you. There's a difference between simple and easy. Coach Sampson is demanding, man. He has really high standards. He holds everybody accountable. And I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm saying it's simple, man. Just show up, have a great plan, execute it at a high level, do things the right way. Have a lot of attitude and energy and effort on display, man. You can be in a good spot.
Hey, you know what, Bishop? I think that's like why you've been a good fit is because he didn't ask you to hold yourself to a standard that you weren't already holding yourself to. You know what I mean? It's like you demand that of yourself. So it was for someone to expect it of you. This is nothing. This is just what I normally do. You know what I mean? But bitch, I ain't gonna lie, man. You're my strength coach. Always my forever strength coach, man. And I gotta ask you, what's your favorite part about being a strength coach? Because I see the before and afters. I've been a part of them. Granted, mine was less drastic because my body was already elite. So it's like, how does it feel? Talking about Biz wasn't my coach. He wasn't my coach when that was taken.
I was in high school, son.
Exactly.
The body was elite.
Exactly. When Biz got to me,
but you said earlier that you were chunky.
Yeah, I had some bad weight. That don't mean it looked bad though. You know what I mean? Hey, silver lining. But it's like, Biz, what is your favorite part? Because your impact goes beyond what anybody can say. What's your favorite part personally about being a strength coach?
Oh man, so there's so much to it that I love. I mean, I love what I do, man. Love what I do. But I think when you look at how we can impact people, to me, I can help somebody become the best version of themselves physically. Honestly, man, that's probably not my gift. Coach football, coach basketball, coach baseball. I mean, I just my brain doesn't quite comprehend the scheme, the schematics, the technical. But man, I've been in a weight room my whole life, man. I was sneaking into gyms when I was 10 years old, on the military base, right? I learned from a lot of really high level people. I probably maxed out every ounce of juice I had in my body athletically, right? And it just overcame what I lacked by getting really strong and explosive, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like one thing that gives me a lot of purpose and I love the feeling of it is just knowing that in a team setting, if I can help you become the best version of yourself, then we can become the best version of ourselves as a team. Because for us to be the best version of ourselves, we need everybody to be the best version of themselves. And so there's just such a team aspect to that. Look, man, I'm not going to be able to script out a good scout. I'm not going to be able to teach you how to shoot better, 3-point free throws. That's not how my brain works. But if I can help you get in better shape, if I can help with your speed development, if I can help with your conditioning level, if I can help with your strength levels, with your mobility, if I can help you with all that, well, then we hopefully can win a couple extra games because we're better versions of ourselves. And so to me, that's the most rewarding part. It's my favorite part, is just helping young people become the best version of them in my world. And then just having to trust the rest of your staff, because they came here to play the sport. So at some point, you got to get really good at the sport, right?
Yeah.
But within my world of it, man, just being able to help guys, become bigger, stronger, leaner, more conditioned version of themselves, man, it's really rewarding.
That sounds like a guy who knows his role. So I was done asking questions, and I thought of another one, and it's like probably one of the biggest you made several major transformations within guys, but one of the biggest is with Emmanuel Sharp, who's a senior leader on this team, and he's one of the best shooters in the country, one of the best players in the country, one of the best defenders in the country, and it's just like, what can you say about his starting point to now?
Oh, man. So Emmanuel, remember, he got injured.
Mm-hmm.
He came down off that dunk, and his foot went one way, his leg went the other way. I mean, that stuff was bad bump, man. And so he came in early to redshirt, because when he had to rehab, and then there's a return to play, but there's also a transitional rehab in the middle. And so for him back home, he had gone through rehab. So he had been cleared on rehab, but that essentially meant he could walk up and down hills and up and down stairs. He was not ready to practice or do anything. And he'd been sitting on a couch. He'd been scooting around. So I want to say he came in at like 230 something.
Pulling guard.
Ooh, yeah. He
call that boy pork chop. Hey,
he
230.
was,
Man.
thick. Pause.
Yeah.
He was chunky.
Hey.
but no, he so we weighed him in on Friday. He was 206. So when he got in, man, we were actually doing double days for about 6 straight months. So we were doing rehab, we were doing conditioning, we were doing lifting. We had to split him up. Part of his rehab was just, learning how to get velocity back and just trying to do linear sprinting. He had to learn how to hop. He had to learn how to jump. I mean, he had to kind of relearn everything.
It's tough.
Yeah, man. I mean, that was bad. I mean, it was a really, really bad injury. But the thing about Emmanuel is you got to remember with rehab, some people go through rehab and then some people attack rehab. Emmanuel attacked rehab. And I mean, again, asking a kid who should still be a senior in high school to move to Houston and start going through double-day training and rehab sessions. Excuse me. And that was just with me. He was doing double days with me. He still had to do all this stuff with John. He had to still do in-place shooting and some other little things. So, I mean, he's still doing some on-court stuff. But to ask a kid who should have been in high school to move out and start being a pro and start being a college kid, a year early, I mean, that was tough, man. So credit to him. He did a great job with it. But yeah, Emmanuel, man, that one's really rewarding. And it's not just because he's having success, but it's because of how aggressively he attacked the process and then watching him being rewarded for it. So, yeah, always going to have a really special place in my heart, man, soft spot in my heart for Emmanuel, because it was not easy to do what he did, especially how young he was when he did it.
I would like to transition to another guy who had a rod put in his leg. That was Jacob McFarland.
Yeah.
You started telling me about something a month ago that you're not trying, you've had built. Can you explain to me what the CGR press is?
Oh man, so this is now me going to be a little bit of a dork and a nerd with the equipment, man. I love equipment. Some people are
Yeah.
no, I'm being serious. There's like car guys, and they can tell you all the differences and intricacies of a 65 versus a 71 GTO or something, right? So with equipment, I don't even know why I like it so much, but just all the different companies, where it comes from, the guys who make it, the thought process that go into different strength curves, and just, I mean, dude, I love it. Like I'm a nerd for it, man. Whenever we travel, whenever we go on the road, I go pick gyms to train at that have equipment I've never used before, just so that I can try it out. So I'm somewhere at 4:45, 5 a.m. on the road, just so that I can try new equipment out, right? But there's a guy who started a company called Pendulum, and it was an
Okay.
equipment company. And he actually, I'll say, him and the company have since parted ways, but he's just doing some side equipment on his own, and he's actually up in Montgomery, so just north of town, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with Jacob, we were trying to figure out how can we get him to load without the interior shearing, without the vertical forces that we were having, on that tib and that fib. Because when you look at a rehab process, man, I'm so used to talking with my hands holding this mic up's messing with me. But when you look at a rehab process, the proprioceptive component to movement is essentially, it needs to be taken into account. So with Jacob, he's cleared, but it doesn't mean he's 100%. With that kind of an injury, I mean, there might be gait issues for another 6 to 12 months. I mean, it's just kind of we just got to wait and see how it progresses. But with him, if he squats down, 4 to 6 inches, there's going to be a pain mechanism happening within that knee where they had to put the rod down into his leg. There's rotational forces within the tib and the fib that now there's a rod and it causes pain. So we had to find a way to get him horizontal, but he's also dang near 7 feet tall when he's wearing shoes. Because if you're horizontal, you're shifting from a vertical to a horizontal force. Your hips, your back, your shoulders, now that's stable. So there's less proprioceptive components. There's less information being sent to the brain saying to stop doing what you're doing, this hurts. And now you can load through a range, and by loading through a range, you have what's called structural balance. So, the way the quadriceps, the vastus medialis, the lateralis, the way everything interacts together, there's not overdevelopment one versus the other because everything's short and partials. So with Coach, I talked to him this offseason, and I just said, hey, Coach, this is going to help us a ton. But it doesn't exist. Like, there's machines that are like this, but nobody makes them for guys our size. So he just said, yeah, man, figure it out, get it done. If anybody tells you no, tell them to come talk to me, and we'll go from there. So
That's a good system.
it's a great system. Yeah.
That's Samson.
No, that's it. So I was able to locate. I actually called a bunch of companies because we've had a bunch of our equipment custom made. And nobody was in a position to do that specific piece. So I reached out to him and I was like, hey, you're right up the road. I've seen some of the other pieces you've done. Do you think you can do this for us? And we explained it. And he got excited because he was like, hold on. And he went and he grabbed a whiteboard that he had drawn something on about 7 or 8 years ago that was almost identical to what I wanted. But it was just a little few intricacies of difference, but super similar. He's like, dude, I'd love to build this. Like, this is going to be awesome. So the piece is one of one. It literally does not exist anywhere. We are going to have the first, the only, but as soon as we get it, other people are going to want it because now it exists.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they'll pop up, people will see them, but we are going to be the first. For a while, we'll be the only. And that may not mean anything to anybody else, but like, imagine having a 101 car.
Yeah.
I mean, it's and the guy building it, he's a legend within the world of strength and conditioning equipment builds because he's got one of the most famous companies of all time. It's going to be a really cool piece. And, so all the cool stuff to me aside, it's going to really help out Jacob. Anybody who comes in who's ever had a back issue, it's going to help them out. Anybody coming in, yep. So that's Tyler Hobson, the guy right there. And it's kind of hard to tell how long that piece is. But
Yeah.
that'll fit someone up to 7'6". So someone like Arafan coming in. If he were to have any issues and, don't know that he has anything, not worried about it, we literally can get anybody on that who's got any back, hip, knee, anything. But what was not in that picture is that there's going to be a 500-pound weight stack attached to it. So we'll have the capacity to horizontally load up to 500 pounds.
Okay. And CGR for Cougar.
Yeah.
Just take the vowels out.
Yep. So obviously none of these other schools around the country want to order a Cougar press, but he thought it was really cool that the first one ever built was here in Houston. He's, like I said, he's right up the road. So that's his kind of nod to us as a CGR.
That's hard.
The CGR press. And
that's hard.
That ever buys one in the future,
you know where it came from.
They're going to have CGR coming straight from us. So, yeah, man.
That's pretty cool. I want to ask you a couple of questions from readers real quick.
Okay.
This one is the one that I would be interested in. Were you ever asked to or told to get on the line?
Nobody is immune.
There you go. So I take that as a yes. You've had to do some running yourself.
Nobody is immune.
Nobody's immune.
Wow.
How do you balance
Real quick, if I ever did have to run, I'm sure I would have earned it, though.
Yeah.
It would have been well-deserved.
Yeah. How do you balance intense workouts with the beating players take in games and practice?
Help me. Ask me that question. I'm not sure I understand the question. How do I balance?
So, do you intense workouts and less intense workouts in the season? I think is what he's asking.
Oh, okay. So maybe look at it this way. There's a time and a place where you're pushing development, and there's a time and a place where you're pushing recovery. It's just, what is your priority? So if you're looking at a calendar, June, July, August, September, look, we're never going to take away what makes you special. I can't have you leaving the weight room and you can't walk, you can't move, because you still got to go work on your skills, right? But there's a time and a place to be really tired and to be really sore and to be trying to build attributes, and that takes a toll on your body, and that's the off season. And then you start, but that's it. But then you got to start tapering down during your preseason when the volume of practices ramps up. So for us, our priority in the early off season is weight room. Now we're still going to do something as a team with the run, a conditioning, Versa climber, something every day, but that might take 20 minutes, and then we're going to go lift for 45 minutes to an hour. So the priority is the changes you're going to make that take longer to happen. Think putting on muscle mass, think losing body fat. Preseason, the priority shifts where now we're going to be conditioning for an hour. So think, the preseason conditioning test, think the sideline nines, the 5-back, 10-backs, the shuttle runs we do. Those are long, intense days. So the priority shifts to conditioning, secondary becomes weight room. And then once the season hits, now the volume increases again, because the body doesn't know the difference between the stress of running at practice versus running on a track versus lift. The body just knows stress. So for us, we've got to kind of ramp down somewhere when volume ramps up somewhere else. So the number of days we lift comes down in season with travel, with games. The kind of lifting we do changes. So I'd say that's how you balance it out, is you almost got to look at, if you were to say it's kind of a pyramid, with the bottom of the pyramid being early off season, well, that's your general physical preparation. That's kind of the really, really big, heavy hitters, make you sore, make you tired, going to drive adaptation. You know, we start getting into our specific preparation, which is more our conditioning for the sport as we get close to season. And then in season, it's sport specific. It is basketball. We are trying to peak basketball. We're not trying to peak a run. We're not trying to peak a lift. We're trying to peak basketball. So then my job is to complement what we do in the weight room to just get guys feeling really, really good. You know, we're on the court, well, feel as good as you can. So I'd say that's a really long way to answer the question. But you just got to know when to hit the gas and when to tap the brakes, and then how to complement volume going up somewhere else by bringing it down somewhere else.
How did Kingston gain 15 pounds over the summer? He still looks explosive.
So Kingston attacked training. I mean, that's what he did. You know, part of that is he was 165 pounds when he was in high school last year. Mm-hmm. You know, we did get him up to 190 this off season. He has dropped a little bit of that, which, I mean, I wish he didn't, but he's still a really young dude. He's got a lean frame. I mean, he's obviously still in the 180s, but he's a guy that he needs to kind of marinate in being bigger and stronger. And so next year he needs to hold 190 all year, right? But again, he's a younger guy, and it'll be a process. But how did he maintain his explosiveness? He's got more power. He's got more torque. I mean, if he's jumping, whether it's reactive or strength driven, he's got more ability to produce more force. And it's not like we're talking about a 350-pound offensive lineman who got stronger. You're talking about a dude who weighed 165. And we got him stronger. So he was already really reactive. He was already really explosive. And then you just gave him more horsepower behind it. So, yeah, I mean, I don't want to pretend like we did anything that – I mean, Kingston worked his butt off. He's bought in. He's all in. Man, he's done a good job. He's got the right people around him. He got done in high school, and he immediately went right into getting ready for this year. So, yeah, Kingston's awesome, man. Great kid. Works really hard. Like him a lot. Glad he's on our team.
Facts, brother. Facts.
Well, a couple of nutrition things. What's your favorite meal that is filled with protein?
Oh, man. If it's just me personally, I really, really like tomahawk steaks.
Of course.
Yeah, of course, man. But you know what's funny is my son is turning into a little chef, man. I don't know if most people know this about me. I'm pretty good in the kitchen now. I didn't get Miss Bishop off my good looks. You know, so,
hey, man, Biz, like you said, where one area lacks, you got to compensate.
That's it, man. Look, I may not have a good personality. I may not look very good. I pick a steak. Pick a steak. But no, so even my son, man, like we got the smoker outside, so that's kind of my go-to, man. Throw the tomahawk on there, smoke it up to about what we hit about. Oh, I don't even want to give you the temps on it right now. I'm thinking tri-tip. We just did a tri-tip, got it to 125, pulled it off, wrapped it, reverse seared it to 130, wrapped it again, took it off at 135, and then sliced it up, man. So, but we'll do the same with the tri-tip, man. Smoke it up, hit it with the reverse sear, let it rest, and then yeah, man, dinner is served. So make a pretty good ribeye, but nah, man, tomahawk is the way to go, and then. Now, I like tri-tip after that. I'm a little better at making a tri-tip than I am at making a brisket. So,
okay, you and Lincoln Riley. If someone needs to change their eating habits, what advice would you give them starting a nutrition plan? Brad, listen up.
All right. So I have no idea who asked the question. Nobody take this personal. Do you really not know what you got to stop? You're staring at that bottle of beer saying, oh, man, how come I can't lose weight? I don't know. Somebody else's fault. Like, you figure out, man, I just can't put on any muscle mass. Let me eat some more Fruity Pebbles. Like, what are we doing, dog? So here's what I'll say. One, I don't care who you are. Everybody knows the answer, man. But in case you don't, just remember this. Whole foods, as close to Mother Nature as humanly possible. There's no such thing as a bagel tree or, a pizza bush. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can
I've tried to grow them.
But if you can hunt it, kill it, cook it up, then go ahead, eat as much of it as you want. If you can catch it out of a lake or a river, dude, cook it up, eat it. If you can pick it off a tree or a bush or dude, eat apples, banana, dude, eat as much as you want. Nobody ever got fat and derailed their weight loss goals because they just had a few too many blueberries. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
But what I will say, though, and this is probably a little bit, more of a better answer for you. If you were to say 2 years ago, so, hey, 2 years ago you stopped doing this, how much further ahead would you be today? Maybe that's ice cream, that's alcohol, if 2 years ago you would have stopped doing that, would you be where you want to be today? Well, I can't control 2 years ago, but I can control 2 years from now. So let's just quit doing the alcohol, quit doing the desserts, quit doing this or that. Start eating more protein, start eating, whatever it is you got to do. Just start doing it, man. It's that old Chinese proverb, right? Best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago.
20 years
Second
ago.
best time, right now. So, yeah, I mean, to me, I think nutrition is simple. It's not easy. Just quit being a baby. Just grow up and do what you got to do.
That's a beautiful way to tie that all in. It's simple. It's not easy.
But
Simple,
but life's
not
about
easy,
trade-offs too, man. Like,
Yeah.
If that glass of bourbon tastes really, really good and you don't want to give it up, hey, man, do your thing.
Yeah.
It's the old Coach Sampson quote. You heard about the dude on the Titanic who skipped dessert? Probably should have had the dessert.
So you're a sicko.
Nah, it is what it is, man. Just it's all about trade-offs, man.
Yeah. Honestly, perfect answer to my question. My weakness is Dr. Pepper. Okay.
We have a bunch of people confessing to
Pepper
their
yeah, we're getting
dietary guilty pleasures.
It seems like a lot of regret of people falling off their New Year's resolutions.
Yeah. That's
All
how
right,
I be, man. Hey, man, Bish, one of the best in the business. Bish gonna shoot you straight every time. So this is just
It's
man,
really
this
going to make
is-
you mad when you find out I got a special prayer I say that actually works for everybody. I'm just not going to tell you what it is.
look at that.
No, that's one of those funny ones, man. When I talk to high school coaches and they're like, oh, my kids got to gain weight. They just won't eat. I'm like, well, what do you want me to pray for you? Like, you got to eat, dog.
Literally.
No, I don't want me to tell you, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
all right. Coach, we appreciate it. Thank you for taking time. Go get you some sleep.
That was a very nice way to tell me to get off the feed. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Well, enjoy your espresso and get off our show. Thank
All
you.
right, man.
We appreciate
you guys
it.
having
All
me,
right,
man.
Bish, my dog.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
You guys want to hear an embarrassing story about Galen?
Yes. Hang on.
Does it-
I'm going to take him
Yes.
off the stream so he can't even
Yes.
interrupt you. Okay. Here we go.
All right. So I don't know if you guys knew this. I actually coached with Galen. Galen, is it your cousin, Juice?
Huh? Juice.
Juice, your cousin, the football coach. I'll
don't
remind
know.
you. I'll remind you about him.
We might
So
need-
when I was at Utah State, Galen's cousin was on staff with us.
yeah, okay.
And so I take the job down here, and he comes over and he goes, "Hey, man, my cousin plays down there." I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, man. Dude, he's going to be in the NBA.
Yeah, he
he's really,
lied.
really good. He just got to start shooting more threes." So
Wasn't
that's all I
allowed.
knew about Galen coming in. NBA prospect, if you would just start shooting more threes.
Hey.
So I come down here and I won't tell you which coach it was, but one of the assistants, I was like, it's day one, day two. I'm like, yeah, I was with Galen's cousin. Said he's been playing really well. Just, they like to see him start shooting a three more. And he goes, don't tell him that.
hey, senior year.
The only thing I knew about Galen
man.
coming in, high level NBA prospect, if he would just shoot a few more threes.
Yeah, brother. Julius lied to your ass, man. He lied to you.
Shout out Juice.
Shout out Juice. But Bish, tough as nails. Tough as nails. Tough as nails.
You guys ever seen John Legend sing with no sound?
Yes, I have.
Hey, Bish, somebody. That's probably
all right, man. I'll get off the feet. I know you guys got to go, man.
All
right.
Man.
All right,
Coach,
man.
we appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having me.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, big dog.
All right.
Hey, man. Bish is my guy. Bish is my guy.
That was fun.
That's my dog,
Fantastic.
man. Hey, Bish is going to tell you how it is and why it is the way it is 100% of the time, man. Every time I go to the weight room, me and Bish always have a great conversation. Like it's truly a treat.
Great conversation. Yes,
For
he
sure.
stuck with us for an hour, which is pretty cool. I have been hit. This is Mike from Star Pizza. I've been hit in the head with a pizza and just assumed it came from the nearest pizza tree.
Hello,
also,
yeah.
Pizza Bush, native to the Gulf Coast, of course. Towns once dated a girl with a pizza bush.
Yeah.
That was really, really good. Not a lot of people are going to get into hardcore strength and conditioning talk, but I think that was excellent. It gave you a deep look into this program. You're just not, he can give you things that you're not getting from Kellen and Hollis and Qantas in the past, KC. So I was very happy with that. I could listen to him all day.
Yeah. And it's like even the little intricacies that he teaches you in the weight room. I'll never forget my first year being professional. My strength coach was like asking me about some stuff that we did at Houston, and I'm just sitting here like, who they think Coach Bishop is? Like he just, my ignorance is like that's just Bishop, but it's like the tempo and how you do things and what it does with the body is like. And he asked me to explain it to him, and it's like. I was able to because I had such a great teacher and such a great coach. So it's just like he's one of the best in the business, man. Like on the strength aspect, the performance aspect, as well as the nutritional aspect.
Okay. Star Pizza. Now that we got Bishop out of the way, let's talk about Star Pizza. What you need to do is eat more Star Pizza to get the body that you want.
And you know what? To get the body that you want Star Pizza, reverse happy hour. Get some of that wine in you. You know what I mean? Get some of that good in you.
Look at him.
The beauty of Star Pizza is there's more. There's more than just pizza. And even the pizza you can find that's going to be a lot better for you, making the right choices. They got vegan pizza, friendly pizza.
Vegan crust.
Take a look at it. You got delicious
Towns.
Salads, the caprese salad starter.
Towns a nutritionist.
Vegan
Yes, sir.
pepperoni.
I'm not a nutritionist because I don't order from that side of the menu as often as I should. I am transitioning. I did get a salad delivered the other day, which was fantastic.
Got a salad delivered. Wow. It doesn't sound right.
It was too cold for me to go out.
Oh man.
Woo, I am in shape. I got a salad delivered.
Hey, right.
I didn't even have ranch on it. Usually salads are ranch delivery devices. I mean, come on. No ranch. It was actually healthy for me. My body went into shock, but it was healthy.
Brad Towns, salad expert. Jamie loves the salad at Star Pizza. Brad talks about it. We have pictures of Brad with the salad. I don't know that he ate the salad, but we have pictures.
Promotional purposes only.
Yeah,
That one particular was just a reason for me to
that's not a salad. I missed it. I got rid of that photo, I guess.
Look at the big ass hair on that free.
The what?
The big ass hair. What a good
hey,
hair day.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, you at the times. I ain't gonna lie.
That's a good hair day?
The hair cooking.
Oh yeah.
The hair cooking, brother. The hair cooking.
Pretty fly for a white guy.
I think it's better here, to be honest. I just don't like the big
this
hair.
is tight. This is tightened up. That was a little crazy.
Yeah. Your summer experimental times, I assume.
Well, it's also from me hitting my head getting out of the truck because I'm just such a massive beast.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Come on,
massive
man.
beast.
Harry the Hendersons wasn't meant to drive.
Bro said massive beast. Towns, you must be stopped at all.
I mean,
counts.
just being a big giant Yeti. I mean, you can't really walk everywhere in the summertime.
No.
There's a reason why
Yeti.
Yetis are of the Pacific Northwest because it's cold. It's cool.
Yeah. Get their pizzas delivered. Step out
I got
for a
pizza
second.
trees up there.
Get
son.
Pizza Bush. Pizza Bush.
I'm gonna go with pizza tree.
This is the easiest two idiots we've ever done. Memphis, holy fuck. You lost to Tulane at home. How? They shot 36 free throws or 38 free throws and lost at home.
How do you shoot 38 free throws and lose?
You shot a dozen or 15 more than Tulane. And
how many
Tulane's
people
coached
did
by
Tulane
Ron
have?
Hunter?
How did Tulane? Did they foul everybody out? Did everybody on the team foul out?
It had to have been.
I mean,
It
that's
had
a
to have
lot
been
of free
3 on
throws.
5. They let Memphis scores with about 15 seconds left, and then lets a guy go 94 feet on them, just straight to the basket. Just terrible.
I love it.
Basketball. Kansas State, what are you doing? Biggest home loss in 30 years. Iowa State just came in and destroyed them.
Look, man.
And our guy
I'm telling you
Jerome
what.
Tang said that I think we're pretty good shape. I think we're good to go. Nothing's wrong.
Okay, guys, when I tell y'all that if you look good, you'll play good. Look at Kansas State. Look at that, Jesus, that abomination that they wear.
Today,
Come
was bad.
I mean, they played exactly the way they looked. Don't let that happen to you folks here in the chat. Look good, play good. And if you ever play for a coach that makes you wear shit like that, you know they're getting fired, so leave. I will support you in the portal, or support your interest in the portal. I will not BDACO you.
Okay.
The Alabama guy, the G League reject chant from Florida.
Hey, he's 1-2. Things are trending in the right way. Florida.
Looking good, Lewis. Feeling good, Billy Ray.
You know, I have that shirt in there. That exact quote on a T-shirt. Florida, Todd Golden and Nate Oates exchanged snipes at each other this week. Florida went 40 of 78. They shot 78 shots in this game. They didn't make any three-pointers. Otherwise, it could have been ugly. They out-rebounded Alabama 44-33. Out-rebounded them on the offensive boards 13-8. Just beat them down. Alabama had 17 turnovers. Florida had 2. Points off turnovers are 25-0. I just don't understand that kind of basketball. Nate Oates.
When I see Golden Golden and Oates sniping at each other. I just sit back. It's like, I don't care who wins or loses. I just want to see if both of them get hurt. Let them fight.
Kansas
Entertain me.
State lost by 30, and Jerome Tang said he was proud of his team. Why?
Could have lost by 50.
Because I'm with these dudes every day, and I know everything they're going through, and y'all don't. So I was proud of our guys, especially in the second half. I mean, they turned a 40-point game into a 35-point game. So congrats. They only lost the second half by 5. Good job, Nate. Or Jerome, not Nate. That was on me. Alabama was bad. Kansas State, TCU went to Colorado and got rolled. I mean, that doesn't happen. They lost by 25. Let me make sure I have this right. I don't want to give anybody credit that they're not getting. They lost by 26, 87-61. U of H's last two opponents, now that U of H is starting to put it together, U of H's last two opponents went to Orlando and got beat, and then went to Boulder against one of the 2 or 3 worst teams in this conference and got rolled by 26. That is not great. Don't snooze on CU. I will.
Yeah.
I don't consider them to be a threat. I think you'll be okay. I think you'll be able to do your thing against Colorado. Let's do the video again. Galen is back. Here you go, Galen.
Yep.
And we're back.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm trying to look for something. Y'all can talk. Just whatever. Star Pizza.
For all of your dietary needs, hit up Star Pizza. For all of your fashionable needs, hit up onesubstantial.com. Access
that
the
is
site from Towns. You feel me?
That
Access
jacket,
the
dude.
site with the word, the 4-letter word CATS, CATS, and tap in. Nice mystery color for those of you who may not have seen, who've just tapped in recently.
Just tapped in.
Excuse me. Wait, it's always reverse. Boom. Go there, man. Go there.
We're trying to
Get there. Be Twitter.
We've gone through, everything comes around in cycles. And I've seen the 1970s disgusting mom jeans come back where women are hiking them up to their rib cage and get the front butt working and looks terrible.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna bring in some fun shit with the 80s, getting the satin jackets back. Man, give me a zip starter jacket again. Holy shit, I'm back in.
Game recognized game, Towns.
Let me rock.
No back, but just no.
I need
just
some track suits.
Just satin.
I need
Just a look. Just satin, man.
Look at that bad boy.
Hey, man, that's a bad girl.
Okay. Let's talk about this conference for just a minute. This is your standings right now. Jeez. Arizona 9-0, Houston 7-1, Iowa State 7-2, Kansas and Texas Tech 6-2, UCF 6-3. I don't think they're going to win games on the road, to be honest. I just don't think they're going to be able to. By BYU 5-3, West Virginia 5-4. That's everybody that's over 500. Of this list, is there anybody that you think, okay, they're done? I think West Virginia, you're out with 4.
Well, here's the thing. The way that the schedule is really played out is if you expand that list and look at the guys at the bottom, those are the ones who have been getting donkey stomped by the top of the conference. It seems like a lot of the top of the conference is really, really backloaded on playing each other. So, I mean, Arizona's going to go through a grinder that is epic. So that'll be fun to watch down the stretch. But U of H, our schedule's backloaded. We played Texas Tech, and that's it. We played the rest of the we just been kicking kids out of wheelchairs so far in conference. But, it gets real in the back half of this. And so I don't know what's going on down there. Maybe some of them, they're just,
Pizza Bush.
Going to be, yeah, it's just going to be a snowball fight with poo down there. So,
Okay. I think the 3-loss teams are there's no room for error. You cannot lose another game and expect to be in the conference race. I think Texas Tech is in a bad spot, even though they beat Houston. They've got Kansas tomorrow night. Kansas is playing as well as anybody in the conference, save Arizona.
Well, at least half the games are.
Well, no, I think right now they're playing pretty well.
Well, I mean, if Peterson's only going to play half a game, they're playing half a game really well.
Yeah, there is some weird stuff there, and I mean,
dude looked like the greatest player to ever play college basketball in the first half against BYU, and then he had something on his body that tightened up,
cramped. It cramped.
Yeah,
who knows what that could be?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Man.
You have to go to Iowa State. You get Arizona at home. You go to Kansas. You're done with Tech. And you get UCF this week. You get BYU this week. The next 2 games, you don't think of UCF as being really good, but you gotta watch that one Wednesday night. And then at BYU, I think playing there is you're just that's a tough one. And you don't know what BYU team is coming out, but they can play. Yeah. Headbands and leg warmers and big hair for everyone.
No, man.
Going to BYU.
You got to get the Fila tracksuit and a Kango.
Fila. I don't think an elderly white man like yourself should be wearing a Kangal. Or maybe you should.
Absolutely.
Maybe I'm just 100% wrong. Are you going to BYU Saturday? Yes, I'm going to BYU Saturday, staying for Utah. We'll be there. Looking forward to it. This will be my second BYU basketball trip, my 4th overall. I've not been to Utah, so that'll be new. Where do you see JoJo in terms of a pro basketball future? NBA, overseas? Where do you see him, Galen?
I know you can never put no limits on a man, so I can't sit here and say, where he's going to go. For him to be at the NBA level, there are certain things that he has to learn and adapt to. And do I think he has the ability to do it? Yes, but it's just whether or not that he does. So depending on if he does, that will probably determine which path that he takes. But if he doesn't, with his natural abilities, I know he'd probably make a lot of money overseas, but it's who knows. He has a high ceiling.
Yeah,
I think he's got a chance, but he's got to start figuring things out. He's got to start putting it on paper, I guess, because he's not there.
Physically, he can be Ben Wallace. Mentally, right now, he's a 5th off the bench in Turkmenistan.
I don't know about all that.
Hey, Charles. Hey, he could right. I feel like right now he could probably play very high. He could play high level Europe because most of what he's doing, they wouldn't call a foul. So this is completely legal with how they play. So over here is a problem. So he got good instincts, but Yeah, if there are certain things he corrects and he's able to develop the level of discernment to play at the NBA level, he has the ability to, he has the mobility to, he has he has all the tools, but it's just a matter or not that if he does, and that'll determine a lot.
I mean, that's that's really what it comes down to. I mean, that's the separation of any level of college to professional. At any level of professional, doesn't matter what country you're playing in, it's mental. Everybody can do the same shit whenever you get to that level. Some guys are going to be physically more gifted, and they're just born freaks.
He's a freak,
but it comes down.
Yeah,
to,
I think he's there.
It comes down to, can you do it every day, and can you do it at a high level every day?
This is a graphic warning. If you have children watching, beware. These are the Kansas State uniforms.
No way they wore that.
Brad, they wore this. This is what they wore.
Jerome should be fired just for that. For allowing that combination to be even considered.
I wonder how the players feel about it.
Who looked at that? Well, you can tell they didn't give a shit.
And Prince just fucking cried in his grave.
It's just the worst. I cannot tell you of a worse uniform I've ever seen on anyone. I would be
regardless of level.
Embarrassed. Yeah.
That's sad. That's sad, man.
No star pizza for them.
That's
Galen.
That's terrible.
It's
terrible.
So far beyond terrible.
Even though in my early
this
years,
is in the game. Here we go, right here. This is actually on the floor. Those Iowa State uniforms are sweet. They are clean. I hate those pink shoes, but the kids love them now.
Dude, to have the two different purples and then on top of it, you make them rock nutters. At least those guys have shorts, long shorts. This guy's got Stockton Airs.
Oh. Hey, man, it almost looks like obviously those two jerseys are different colors, but they seem like one's home and one is away, and like somebody forgot to wash one of and so we had to combine them. Oh man, that's terrible. I didn't do that in AAU.
But they left
not
it.
in
They
the
mixed
Big
their
12. God dang. Yeah, that's terrible.
It's like they
man.
mixed their road. They mixed their road uniforms and their home uniforms in the same wash, and they're like, "Oh shit, man! Let's go with the light purple. It looks kind of cool." Man, that's the type of shit you.
It's called lilac.
Dress up in so he can go get his ass whooped at the park.
See, the thing is, that color jersey, that top, that's a cool color jersey if the bottoms match. But once that lilac, bro, that's player. That's a pastel. You see, y'all see like this cream color? Yeah, hey man, this is smooth.
No, I like the cream color.
Hey, that works.
That lilac color is a pastel. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, what was that word?
Lilac, however you say
pastel.
Pastel, man. It's a pastel. Iowa.
Hey.
Iowa.
Watch yourself. Look, illiteracy is nothing to make fun of. Sure, we just don't know how to pronounce things. But there's nothing wrong with that. So they've played with the all lilac uniforms. They didn't do it this year, but they have done it in the past. This is what it looked like. It's just not for me. You like that, Galen?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's smooth. I don't think Prince will turn over with that one. That's smooth.
That's not bad. I mean, that's not bad.
You feel me? Hey, game. Hey, Towns, you recognize game. Ball nowhere. You know what I mean?
Hey,
what
man,
an ass kisser.
I've worn purple stuff in the past.
Hey, if you know how to pull it off, Ryan, you know.
Man, I may or may not have worn a purple suit in high school.
Purple suit?
Oh yeah,
player. That's player.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We know Ryan. His suits were black,
Man,
black tie.
I was my basketball team was 29-2. It was our basketball banquet. When you're a king like that, you can wear whatever the hell you want.
29-2.
The Brad Towns.
Yeah, that's impressive.
You feel me?
That's right.
Now, that's player though. That's when they were good, though.
Yeah. Brad, look at some more comments if you don't mind.
Yeah, Big Jack, ball nowhere. Ball nowhere.
The Kansas State jersey was paying homage to their 70s team. Whatever. Make up an excuse. Let's see. What recruit was at the game Saturday, Ryan?
Basketball? I do not know of one. Usually I get a heads up from somebody on recruits, but I did not see one, so I can't really
Galen,
speak to it.
who is your favorite player to watch on this current team?
My favorite player to watch on this current team, I like watching Kingston play, man. Bro's dynamic. Bro is constantly in attack mode. And he's just fearless. He brings a different dynamic to our team, and it's like if he was on any other team in the country, he'd bring a different dynamic to theirs. And it's just as a freshman having that pedigree, that's special. So Kingston for sure, but it's like I like watching all of our guys, but he's probably the most entertaining.
Yeah. He's definitely the most entertaining. My favorite person to watch is Sedlot, because it either means we're beating the hell out of somebody or he's about to beat the hell out of somebody. So that's my favorite.
There are no wrong answers, but it just seems like Kingston is such a right answer that it's just hard to say anybody else.
He's definitely.
And obviously E-Man too is just like,
but I mean, you've seen him for 4 years. Kingston it's a revelation. It's just something like, whoa.
When Kingston gets the ball, it's like, okay, shit, what's going to happen here? Yeah. I know what's going to happen when Manny gets the ball.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to hit a fadeaway from the logo. He's going to wind it down to 2 seconds on the shot clock, hit a fadeaway from the logo, and just run back. Not even look at it. Nick Young it, except he makes it. Big Jack knows what's up. He thinks his
Big Jack ball
his brown tux was that color in the 80s. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Call him sexual.
This is more like it, the Joker. You were trying to be Jack Nicholson in the early 90s. Sad.
True. But no. But I'll go with that though.
Yeah. When Kingston gets a defensive rebound, and goes up the floor, man, it's just like I've never paid more attention. Like he gets that board, and I'm like, oh, here we go. I can't wait. And it's just something different than you've really ever seen here.
And I think the craziest thing is like being able to process things that fast. Because we're watching from like a bird's eye view where he's in the mix, navigating, and it's just like that's the more impressive aspect to that.
For sure.
I wish there's with the way technology's coming, I look forward for people to be able to play, for players to be able to wear a camera that could show their perspective of what they see, so fans can truly appreciate how difficult and how wild the game is.
Yeah, it's chaotic.
And there's no room. There's no space on the court. Especially how big players are getting these days. I mean, that's the reason why the NBA guys, you got 4 dudes standing on the sideline literally to create that kind of space.
I just don't know if a camera would accurately ever kind of portray what a guy like Kingston is seeing.
But it's like what will? It's like at least a camp might give you like an idea. Like, you know what I mean?
But
Maybe.
if you could get like a high speed, like a 500 frames per second camera, and you could put it on somebody running down the court with
It's like a little dot right here on the like it's mic'd
and
up.
see, the thing is, what you'd be able to see is some people see it faster and slower than others. Normal players see things moving really, really, really fast. People like Kingston, top end players, it's like the game slows down.
You can
it's
see
in slow motion.
Mm-hmm.
You can see, and what looks like in your vision, this much room looks like this much room. That's why you can see him make kind of crazy passes.
It's not supposed to look like that at 18. It's just not, but it does. It's kind of wild. Yeah. I think that's
Galen.
about it. Oh, you got another. Okay.
Did you see what Jamal Mashburn said yesterday about the fact that he thought that if Cooper Flagg was in this draft class, he'd be the 6th best player on the board?
Listen.
I mean, this is a dude who literally the night before or the day before scored 49.
Listen, I get tired of guys. They're only called to like. Granted, he's a good player, but it's like I hate guys who just try to have just drastically hot takes. It's like, bro, Cooper Flagg, like this is no glazing. The entire starting 5 from Duke got drafted. He led the team in every statistical category. So you led, like, there was 5 NBA players on that team.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Like, that is rebounds, assists, points, blocks. Still, it's like you led the whole team in. Come on, bro.
And the guy that played second fiddle, Kneppel, has turned into a legit star.
It's like, what are we talking about? And it's like, with all due respect, on no planet, I might get flack for this, but based off of what he was able to do his freshman year, you know what? I don't know if I should say this, but I don't care. I take Cooper above Kingston.
I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that.
But y'all want to get no flat. But it's like so. How would if Kingston is projected 5, and that means Cooper's projected 6? I just don't think. I just dislike recency bias. It's like, bro, this guy he's supposed to be a freshman in college right now.
Yes,
he was 17 last year.
Mm-hmm.
He's fucking 17. I mean, he's basically.
I don't think people understand how hard that is to do.
He's basically rewriting all of LeBron's X number of points by the time they're 18. All those records are being rewritten right now. And I don't like Cooper Flagg.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't really a fan, but once he played us, I'm like, oh, he got some.
I knew he
got like Towns.
I knew he had
real game.
I knew he had real game. I just didn't like him sucking all the oxygen out of college basketball.
Yeah.
And it's not, it wasn't his fault.
That's what I'm saying.
But Mashburn last year, I'm willing to guarantee you, he was just, whoa, this guy's the greatest player ever.
And it's like, Mashburn probably thinks like Boozer kid might go first. And it's like, let's say he does. Cooper has way more translatability to the next level because he's able to impact the games more than just being a bruiser. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like there's way more to him. And it's just like, I think people get kind of blinded by the now. And so it causes them to disrespect what they've seen in the past. And it's just like, I don't agree with that.
I mean, he's such a freak. I mean, he's 6'9". He's a teenager, and he started off the season
legit 6'9".
Yeah, and he started off the season running point in the NBA. Now there's a reason behind that. He wasn't great at it, But the fact that he was able to even do it is insane.
18. Hey, bro, people don't. Hey, you don't know what you don't know, man. To even be serviceable at the point of the NBA and you're 18, that's not your natural position. But we think, man, hey, bro, I can go on and on. It just wouldn't even.
I mean, I'll tell you, when I look at the current NBA, I mean, Peterson is a freak show, and he's NBA ready skill wise, and he's also got load management down to a T. Debansa he's a fantastic talent, and he is the foul baitingest son of a bitch in college basketball. So he's NBA ready right there. But outside of that, I mean,
who is his fifth guy?
Damn good.
He had Boozer and Kingston, and who's the fifth? Who am I missing?
Kingston's projected the fifth pick.
What Mashburn said? Kingston,
the North Carolina kid,
AJ,
Peterson,
Boozer, and I don't know who's the fifth. Who am I missing?
I forgot. What's he told?
Is it Wagler from Illinois?
I don't know.
I don't know if he's in your
top
five.
I don't think he's throwing another white boy up there.
Cooper Flag's last 2 games at the NBA level were 49 points and 34 points.
That sounds like 6th best to me.
In the NBA.
Yeah, he's being sarcastic, Towns.
I'm glad that Galen was able to figure it out. I'm trying to find his 5, and I can't.
I'm fed up. Yeah, maybe the kid from UNC. Yeah, maybe I'm just but come on, bro. We can't just keep having recency bias, man, because it sounds cool. Because you might know Washburn might know Carlos Boozer personally. You want to put bro. Let's spit the facts, man. Let's spit the facts.
I mean, that's just hey, this thing's the greatest thing ever because it happened today.
He went 20 of 29 and then 13 for 25. Both of those over 50. What are we talking? He's 18. He's 18. What are we talking about? He's 18.
And
playing out of position. Hey, bro.
The NBA plays different than college.
And then it was a double-double.
Yeah. But he is head and shoulders above everybody, every rookie for is there any rookie in the recent memory as good as him?
Well, with Benyama, but he don't count.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's an alien for a reason, but yeah, anybody, bro. Yeah,
it's Caleb Wilson from North Carolina that was a 5th. Okay, how are you taking him ahead of
them? Ahead of him, I don't know.
Cooper. Sorry, Cooper, you're going to be low in the lottery. Sucks for you. But I mean, Cooper was 100% correct for reclassifying, getting in college for his year, and getting out.
Absolutely.
I mean, he made a great decision for him. Number one, he made a ton of money at Duke, and he got in the NBA a year ahead of this class. So there was no chance of him getting watered down. But I don't think he was falling behind the North Carolina kid.
The thing is, if he is playing in this class, he would still be the top of the class because.
What are we talking about?
What people don't, what Mashburn doesn't get.
He gets it. He's just choosing to ignore it. He gets it.
Cooper Flagg has intangibles that you can't teach, that nobody else has, that he is 6'9" legitimately, and being only 18, guess what? He could wind up 6'10" legit. Barefoot 6'10". And his skill set is Luka tier.
Hold on.
as a rookie.
Okay. All right.
As a rookie.
Towns, let us.
Mr. Mashburn?
Cooper's good. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Let's grab it a hold of reality and take it for a ride, shall we?
This is a Dallas kid.
Do you
who is
remember?
compensating.
Do you remember Luka as a rookie?
Frightening. First team All NBA ish. That was a different. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not saying he's. I said he's got that kind of skill set that projects.
Yeah, I mean,
okay, he can dribble, he can pass, he can rebound, he can shoot, he can do everything that you want to do, and he can do it as a 6'9" guy. He can run point as a 6'9" guy.
Well, Towns, you're missing the one key component to Luka's success. Cooper's not overweight.
Yet.
He's not overweight.
It's Dallas, man. There's a lot of ways to chub up in Dallas, baby. Born and raised in Dallas.
Talk to us, Ryan. What's the vibe? What's the next comment you want to get to?
Well, I just need Towns to never say chub up again on this show. Recently, the NCAA has approved commercial patches, equipment, and apparel. Which company would you like to see step in? Assuming
12X.
Section 12X doesn't have that money yet. Substantial Worldwide doesn't have that money yet. And I'm going to tell you, I've seen the books. GoCoogs does not have that money yet. I would see like a Landry's. I mean, you could do a different patch for every jersey. Landry's has hundreds of brands. I don't know if you're ready for that yet, but I don't think it's that far away. I don't think it's far away at all. But I don't think they're going to be the first off the boat getting a casino on the jersey. But just Landry's, if a big Houston company outside of Landry's could step up, I think that'd be better just to diversify where you're getting your money from. An Exxon, for instance.
Schroberger.
Yeah. I mean, when Minute Maid was changed to Daikin, nobody thought they were the ones that were coming in. There's a lot of money in this town, and that money gravitates towards winning.
I wonder if Minute Maid would be willing to throw some of that cash.
I think the Coca-Cola company can find better ways to spend their money.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay.
Nope.
Who do you honestly think would be that company? What do you think? I mean, okay, Minute Maid, but is that realistic?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: the bigger you go as far as company goes, they're going to want an ROI.
Yeah.
You need to find smaller companies who are willing to pay to get their name out there. Like, okay, TDECU, never heard of them until they put their name on our stadium. Never heard of them. Daikin, never heard of it.
I still don't know what they do. No clue.
I don't, and I'm not going to guess.
It's got to be something that you can see on a little patch, like a logo that's recognizable. Like Landry's, I don't know that they have that logo. Exxon has that logo. Chevron, that kind of thing. Trollburger, there you go. Star Pizza.
I mean,
you just go straight to the source right there, right?
So you
just pop that right. You put that right on the jersey.
Boom. Yes, sir. Good people. Better pizza.
He does it better than me now.
Absolutely. I can never replace the GOAT, man. I can never
hurts my feelings. Thoughts on believing, LSU fans believing that Tillman would be a potential donor. You always hedge your bets. You always find another person to get in with, but I mean, he's not putting a ton of money into LSU. Let's be real.
I don't know if he could put his name on something. He'll throw him some money.
I'm gonna fight somebody at LSU if they put his name on anything that matters. You put it on Tiger Stadium, I'm going. but I don't think that's happening. I don't think that's happening. Galen, this is I like this question. I'm curious if there's anyone you played against that you were sure was going to be a star, but it didn't happen for some reason.
Caleb Mills. I honestly believe that he was probably the toughest person I've ever had to guard. And he's a type of guy that you can't really anticipate because his game doesn't really have patterns. And I just really wholeheartedly believed that, like, I mean, it was me, mine, and we used to always talk about this. Like, if he would have stayed with the program, I really do believe that he'd probably be somewhere else just because Coach Sampson knew how to utilize his talent and he respected his ability and knew his ability. So I really do believe that I thought Caleb was probably going to be a draft pick. And, to see the trajectory for whatever reason that he took, obviously, kind of hurt my heart a little bit. I was pulling for him because I knew, what he could do. But, yeah, I just felt like if he was in in our program's hands and in the hands of our coaching staff, I feel like a lot of things, especially with Bish too, is like a lot of things would have been different for him. And I just think that a lot of times kids nowadays, they may be victims of who they keep in their circle. And, sometimes people put the wrong thing in your ear. Not saying that's what happened with his situation, but it's like sometimes like you have a lot of different people telling you a bunch of different things, and it kind of makes your mind go, haywire and whatnot. So, but I really do believe that if Caleb, if he would have stuck with us, then, things for him would have been different.
U of H does a good job of recruiting the right circles.
Yeah.
Players who have the right people in their ears. And that's part of the evaluation is you make sure that the people around them are stable and want what's best for that person. So that everybody's in alignment. And they weren't in alignment with Caleb, and that sucks, but yeah.
It was a Ryan. I remember like I'll never forget in practice. It'd be like, okay, you got. It's like, damn. Now I gotta really lock in so I don't get embarrassed. And it's just like, kid was such a tough cover. There was really nothing he couldn't do, and he had good height on him. Granted, he was a little frail, but obviously he was young. But you just think guys like that who really have no offensive weaknesses, you think that their trajectory is, NBA, because they have that ability at such a young age.
Okay. The Ritz, perhaps on the patch. Fiesta Mart, I would love that. Taqueria Rondas, Shell, Chevron, Oxy. I forget about Oxy. They got a lot of money. People are telling us that Daikin is air conditioning or refrigeration. I think I heard that, but it never clicked in my head.
I don't know if I've ever seen a Daikin AC unit.
Yeah, I don't know. The kid from Memphis played for Golden State a little bit. Maybe Lester Quiones.
Yeah.
He was a pretty good player.
Yeah. Another kid but instead he went to Memphis and played for Penny.
Hey, they're close to being 7th in that conference. Things are going the right direction.
Oh, brother.
I'm sure it's the fans' fault.
Yes. FedEx is not giving enough money.
I need to
Galen,
move it back to the Bass Pro Shop.
Do you remember who created For the City? Were you on a team with that person?
I don't remember, man. I don't know who asked that question, but clearly they haven't been around for the long haul.
You got to educate the new ones. There's plenty of room on the train, man.
Do you mind if I do it? Can I do it?
I don't. Y'all answer. I mean, I feel weird saying yeah.
Galen created this. He said it. It immediately took off, and U of H smartly said, that kid ain't getting anything out of this. We're going to take it, and we're going to make it huge. Now, had this been the era of NIL, Galen could have owned that. He could have been like, but there you go.
What you
Galen,
want sometimes.
Galen is kind of mean. Just kidding.
Who is this person?
I don't know, but I love them. Big fans of the show. First comments. They actually made a comment at 7:35. This came at 7:35. Hi, big fan. How can you not love that?
No.
Ready to go. So here comes big boy. Oh yeah.
The Brad Towns. Oh yeah.
The Brad Towns.
Towns so cool, man. Hey Ryan. Hey. Who?
Hey, watch it.
Goat, like literal goat.
Yeah. Bye.
Uh,
All right, let's wrap this up. 420 in the chat right now. That's great. 420 people watching. Brad, what'd you think of what you heard tonight? Oh my. Who?
hey man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Do that, Ryan.
Yeah. It ain't going so well. We're still pretty good front lines, but once you get, deeper into our unit, it
You get that
doesn't so
spray to cover up his
Oh,
bald head.
Brad, I'm gonna get the hair like that guy in the fight last night.
Hey.
I don't like this.
Look like
But mine's gonna have to go the other way.
Like a Pez dispenser.
Oh man, peeled his wig back. That was crazy. That was crazy.
That's like a video game where you hit him in the right spot.
Hey man, that was insane. Bro,
Robin's
hair
talking
just went-
robots.
Oh my god, that was insane, bro. It's like, is this real life?
Oh.
And afterwards he went and probably got his beard painted on.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him.
So once that thing got knocked off, somebody in the arena grabbed it and had it and was having people take pictures with it.
That's great.
But people were all getting to take pictures with it ringside. And that is what sports is all about.
That's disgusting.
How is that even happen?
That is filthy.
Brad,
That's filthy.
talk to me. What did you think? This was your first experience talking with Alan Bishop, right?
I see a perfect synergy of kind of the way the staff works, and it gives you insight into why this program is what it is. Because you've got the guy steering the ship, and you've got subject matter experts who are great at their individual jobs, and he empowers them to do it, but challenges them to keep doing it better every day. And what he said about him preparing the guys for practice, that makes all the sense. It makes every ounce of sense in the world, because really that's all you really truly can do.
Yeah.
And that also tells you about why we're good, because we practice that way. It builds the foundation for them to be able to go out and do that. And then go out and do that every single day, and then keep going out and doing it. And that's, it explains why this program is so consistent, because everybody's doing their part. It's just, it's like, this is going to sound weird, but it's like looking at the best of the best, like the way that Saban ran his shop. Is that everybody's great on that staff, and he allows them to be great, but challenges them to be better. It's like you get full autonomy to do your job, and he only puts the best in position to do that. But then each one of them become better with his support. And
Okay.
they also the kind of delineating simple and easy.
That was really good.
Yeah, facts.
I mean, that's not a sport lesson. That's a life lesson. And
Yeah.
the reason why success is so difficult to achieve is understanding the difference between simple and easy.
Brad Towns.
Facts.
Success is simple,
Okay.
but it ain't easy.
Okay. Galen, top that.
Yeah, I should have went first. I mean, it fitting you preaching on a Sunday, Towns. But like you said initially, before you went philosophical and Socrates on me, like Bish gets you to where you can practice, but practice isn't something you can duplicate. That's just something that he can only get you there. Now that you're there, you got to kind of do what you got to do in order to survive, basically. And one thing about Coach Sampson is like once he sees results, let alone consistently, kind of like with anybody, any player with our program, you see you playing well consistently, you earn more minutes. Same thing with our coaching staff. If he sees results and good results consistently, you get to do, you know what, you got this. You've earned my trust. And you clearly know what you're doing. It's kind of one of those types of deals. And it's like Coach Sampson, he knows that Allen Bishop is one of the best strength coaches on God's green earth. It's beyond a reasonable doubt. And it's just like, man, hearing somebody speak when they have knowledge about something, I love hearing it because you can just hear the knowledge, you can hear the passion, and you know that he enjoys. Like one thing about Bish love when you ask him, Bish, what this do? Oh man, he can't wait for you to ask that. Man, it turned into a 40-minute conversation. It's just like he just loves teaching. He's a kind of like Coach Sampson is like he's a better coach than he is teacher. He's a hell of a coach. I mean, better teacher than he is coach. Yeah. So I'm glad Bishop was with us, man. That's my forever strength coach. That's my dog, man. And he's a great guy too. So it's just like I'm happy for him.
I think you can tell the quality of a strength coach by the passion and reverence that former players have for them.
Yeah. Like everybody be back. Everybody being there. And it's just like everybody. And it didn't dawn on me until this year. It's just like Deke tore his ACL for the second time and he's in here with you. You know what I mean? It's just like that means something. Towards ACL for the second time, he's working with Matt and Ryan and our other coaches. Like that means something. You know what I mean? And that just speaks volumes to us as a program. So
was it Deke tearing that ACL that second time and seeing him come back? Was that what clicked it for you?
Ryan, shut up.
I'm asking. I'm genuinely curious.
I mean,
what made you get to that point?
It's just knowing that like what goes into certain things because, I'd be ignorant to a lot, but it's just like seeing him in there and it's like seeing how thin his leg was. And it's like Bish having a plan for him. And it's just like, we don't pay Bish, but it's just like, that's our guy. You know what I mean? We're his guy. So it's just like knowing to trust someone with, whenever you tore your ACL 2 times, you get looked at a certain type of way. And to put that level of trust in someone with your development, man, that fuck speaking volumes, that screams at you. You know what I mean? So it's just like, that's worth more than money.
Because I mean that type of rehabilitation, that type of training, the off-season training, all of that, a lot of these guys have the resources and have the means to go out and choose what they want.
Exactly. It's like you guys can afford whoever y'all want to use, but you know what? I'm gonna go with my guy. Not because it's like he's better than all y'all I could pay for.
Well, and if his services were on the market like that, it'd be a really, really, I mean, whenever he's sitting there talking about that, building that machine, I'm like, there should be a side business. But that's going to make you some money.
It's like Bish, he knows his stuff, and it's just like how he's able to get you to understand. He's an amazing teacher. He's an amazing teacher, man.
I will credit you for at least asking the question correctly, because I've had experience with guys on my team when strength coach would explain something. One of them chirps up, "Why?
Yeah.
What? Everybody online, son of a bitch."
Yeah. Yeah.
Just go up and say, "Hey, coach, I want to understand a little bit more about this. Phrase it differently. Phrasing helps."
Yes, phrasing does help. Chub up.
Pause.
Hey, yo.
The Brad said it. You didn't hear it. Brad said it.
Don't
Go
put
back
it in
and
writing.
rewind to the 150 mark.
I mean, but don't it clearly slipped my mind if I didn't address it, man. Hey, don't put it in what, man.
Bish gives off dumb jock vibes. Yes. But he is a smart dude.
That's a crazy
Yes.
way to give someone a compliment.
No, I mean, I think this is exactly right. Like when I first met him, I just thought just a strength guy, whatever. Okay. But he's smart. And he was explaining that CGR press to me a month ago. And we've talked about it about 4 times since. And I thought he was making up words. Like I had never heard of some of these muscles and things. And I was like,
I mean,
we're going to get him on
Ryan,
the show.
Ryan, you don't have them.
What's that? Oh, well, I mean, they're there physically somewhere. But
Hey man, I knew what he was talking about because my kinesiology at U of H background.
Yeah. Way to go with your.
I knew the words. I don't know what they do, but I knew the words because I had to memorize them.
But I wanted him on this show, so maybe he would explain it in a different way that I would understand. No. I'm gonna go and take the tape and kind of work it out for myself.
Make sure you wear
slowly. Thank you. I will. Roy, going to all March Madness weekends as long as U of H is in the tournament. So this one is hard for me because it's, you've got to buy all these flights and hotels and things.
So how about this?
6 different places.
Busy. If you're willing to pay for my travel and my stay, hey, I'll be there.
I'm there.
Hey, I'm there. I'm courtside. I'm there. So if you're willing to, that's the trade-off. We willing to make that trade-off. Hey, man.
I have the 3 locations that I think U of H is likely to go to booked in the first weekend. I have 2 in the second weekend, and I have Indianapolis in the final 4. If U of H ends up in Boston the first weekend, I'm not going because I don't have that booked.
But if busy, willing to pay for it.
Yeah, busy.
Real GoCoogs vibes in Boston.
We're not asking anybody to pay for this, but it's we're trying to be smart with the money because I have to go to so many different things, and I don't go to the Big 12 tournament because I don't see the point.
You went once.
I went the first year, and I'm like, okay, I've done this. Check it off the list, and that's that.
Well, I mean, the thing is, at some point, it's like we gotta pay attention to the return on investment.
There's no return on investment, except for being near the team and those guys trusting us more, and coaches trusting us more, and seeing what we're doing. That's the only invest. But I mean, there's, dollar to dollar, that doesn't make sense. Like I'll probably never go back to West Virginia for basketball. I'll never go to UCF for basketball. Just not going to happen.
Done that too often.
Yeah, but I Allen Fieldhouse. Yeah, I'm going back. Iowa State. Yeah, I'm going back. Colorado, probably never going back for basketball. Okay. Boston is legit. I have never been when it wasn't just freezing, damn cold and windy on the water on the Charles River.
I went the summertime before they started the Big Dig, and I absolutely loved it. It was fantastic.
Boston.
Started up in Vermont, met a friend up in Vermont. We rolled on down to Boston.
Rolled on down.
Had a rental. I was getting people are like, "Oh, you'll never be able to drive on the East Coast." It's like, I drive in Texas, man. I'm getting a truck. Well, it was a Suburban. I was running fools off the road. I don't care. It's a rental.
Okay.
Boston.
Yeah. All right. Thank you all so much for joining us. Thanks to Alan Bishop, Galen, Substantial Worldwide.
Worldwide,
Go
head
get
there
you-
right now. Access to access the website with the password CATS.
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 And if you type it in once, you can go back and it's already done, which I learned today.
Yeah. You feel me? Tap in, y'all.
Yeah. Tap in, Star Pizza, Section 12X, the Ritz, Substantial, GoCoogs.com. Subscribe on YouTube. Go subscribe on GoCoogs.com. Help us out. Thank you, Gary. We appreciate this. Great show tonight. It was a different show, but I think it's
We aim to
kind of fun.
please.
I just want to do things that are different that you don't get anywhere else.
Going to inform you a little bit. Going to entertain you a little bit.
Feel me? Just a little bit.
Gonna bore you a little bit. Maybe
You know
piss
what I
you off
mean?
a little bit. But we're
I'm getting bored.
gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna have a good time.
Star Pizza.